In our last tutorial, we created a pine brush. We're now going to use that as a basis for creating a new brush. Up on my PC screen, I have several pictures of maple leaves, and I'm going to use those pictures to create a maple brush. We're going to start with a square canvas. We're going to make the background color black, and we're going to make the cursor color white, and then we're going to go over to our inking technical pen. Let's see, let's make it about 7%, and then we're going to look at the structure of a maple leaf. Basic maple leaf has a vein system that looks kind of like this. Okay. And, I'm going to use the symmetry tool to make my life easier. We'll go over to Canvas, Drawing Guide, Edit Drawing Guide, Symmetry. And then I want to move this little dot here to be kind of centered around where my veins are at. Because we have a black background, let's make it a white line. Make sure that assisted is on here. And this way, whatever we do on one side, we also do on the other side. So, let's just make a simple leaf. Turn the canvas to make my life easier. No. Let's erase that. And maple leaves have a weird dip here at the bottom. I'm trying to smooth that curve out a bit. And then we will fill it. There must be an open line somewhere. I don't think that's it, but we'll redo it. Oh, right there at the top. If it will pinch for me. There we go. Okay. Now let's fill that in. Now with Procreate brushes, white is a solid color, and the various gray colors are various forms of transparency. The darker the color, the more transparency. We're going to use a light gray color. I'm going to increase the size, and then we're going to come in here. Let's turn the assisted off so that we don't get a double line going here in the middle. And it'll also allow us to have a little variety going on either side. Let's see, turn the canvas for me there. There you go. We're going to undo that last stroke. There we Now, because I'm using the technical pen, a lot of pressure makes the line thicker. You release the pressure and the line gets thinner. Okay, and we need to hide that white there, and we'll get the base of the leaf, which always has, from my experience, it has this little curve to it so that it'll attach to the tree. And we now have a basic maple leaf, definitely stylized. We're going to duplicate that. Well, before we duplicate it, let's resize it. I've got it on uniform. Let's put it over here. Yeah, that looks like it's going to fit okay. Now we can duplicate it, move it over here, and then I'm going to use the warp tool to change its shape slightly. And we'll duplicate that one. Go back to uniform, flip it around, warp. There we go. And we've just created 3 separate looking leaves. We're now going to select each of these layers by sliding to the right and group them. We'll turn off the background color, click on the wrench, go to Add, and we're going to copy canvas. And now if we go to our pine needle brushes, any of these will do, we'll duplicate them. Let's name this down here at the bottom to M-A-P-L-E, Maple Leaf. And let's go to the shape, edit, import, and paste. And say done and done. And that doesn't look like it's filling up everything. It's not. Let's go to uniform and fit the screen. There we go. Copy that canvas. Go back into shape, edit, import, paste. That's better. That looks like it fills it up a bit more. Alright, now I've changed my rendering since I last showed you how to do a brush. The color dynamics, I've turned off all the stamp color jitter, and I've done stroke color jitter only. Saturation 75, darkness 48. Let's create a new reset point here, and that way, if we ever change this brush, we can always change it back again. We're going to create a new layer, turn on the background and make it blue. And on our new layer, we're going to choose a green color. Let's move this down. And we can actually use this to make masses of leaves in order to make a beautiful summer tree. Or if you'd like to have a fall picture, let's go with an orange color. And we'll make little lines going across here. See, every time we do a stroke, it does a different color, which means that if you tap, you're going to get lots of different colors. And then we're going to go one layer below, use a darker brown, and let's go to, we'll go to painting. And let's use a damp brush, and we are going to create a tree. Let's see. Nope, I don't like the damp brush for this. Let's try the Nico roll. Oh yeah, that's nice. We'll go down and we'll create the next level of branches, and go down and we'll create the next level of branches. And then we're going to go back to our maple leaf brush. We're going to go one layer below. Let's choose a different color of orange and put them behind the tree. That way it looks like it's actually sitting in a field of lovely leaves. We'll go down one layer, choose brown, and let's fill that in. But not all the way to the top. We want to get rid of the blue at the bottom and leave some at the top so that it looks like the leaves are light and fluffy. And speaking of light and fluffy, let's go to white, and under the elements we're going to choose clouds, and we're going to put clouds in our picture. And we have created a lovely fall day. So now you've learned how to use a brush that you've already created as a basis for another brush. As long as they both have the same basic effect that you're looking for, feel free to copy your own brushes or copy other people's brushes and put a different grain and a different texture on. And you can come up with all sorts of lovely brushes. Well, thank you very much for watching, and you all have a wonderful day.